Hey YouTube, Ricky and I are here at a little teeny park in the very tiny rural town of Morrison, Tennessee. And I've got a big stack of mostly sword and sorcery books that I'm going to donate to the little free public library. You know those little boxes that some towns have? Well, they actually have one here. And I've never looked at it before, so I'm going to fill it up with some sword and sorcery. It's raining pretty hard today, but this will give you a little bit of a perspective of where I'm at here. Morrison City Park. And of course there's nobody at the park. I've never seen anybody at this park before. There's basically I don't know, maybe a couple hundred people that live in this town total. And here's that free public library box, and it says, "Life is better with books and cats." So I'm assuming that the majority of the people that get stuff out of here, oh my gosh, it's basically empty. I was worried I wouldn't have space for everything. I'm assuming the majority of the people that get stuff out of here are going to be elderly women who may or may not be into sword and sorcery. I don't know. Could be some Susan McDonald's out there that like this stuff. They also have like a little blessings box, which is nice. You could put the clothing and some food items and stuff like that. Looks like butternut squash and ravioli. I'm not sure if that's going to stay preserved. Cottage cheese, doesn't that have to be in the refrigerator? Yogurt? Not so sure about that. But anyways, it's not what we're here for. This place is empty. So what do we have in here? Boy 21. A novel by Matthew Quick and Karen Kingsbury, Like Dandelion Dust. I have no idea what either of those are, but look at this thing. We're going to fill this thing up as much as I can. I didn't bring a whole lot, but let's see what we got here. Well, they're getting one of mine, whether they like it or not, so we're going to put that one in there. That's book 2. We got Barbarian Crowns. Most of these are collections, so we'll put Barbarian Crowns. Devil's Armory, Beyond the Cosmic Veil. I wouldn't really call that one sword and sorcery, but it's borderline. Here's one that is worth something to somebody. Conan the Cimmerian. And this is one that my buddy Kevin Toll gave me. I've got a duplicate, so putting that one in there. Northwest of Earth. This is C.L. Moore's like sci-fi stuff. I think the protagonist is Northwest Smith, if I remember that correctly. I like her as an author, but these things, they just did not work for me. Let's push this one over here for now. David Gemmell, Sword in the Storm. This is actually a really good novel. It's a bit beyond my preferred length, but it's pretty compelling, so someone will probably enjoy that. Demons by Daylight, Ramsey Campbell. Not sword and sorcery, but some bizarre horror, that's for sure. What else we got in this bag here? I got a lot. I'm putting quite a bit in here now. Someone's driving by my car. Let's make sure he's not up to no good. Alright, he's just turning around. Dreams of Fire and Steel, another anthology. Okay, then we get to trilogy here. You might be wondering, why is he getting rid of these? So Swords of Steel 3, Swords of Steel 2, and the original first Swords of Steel. I've got the omnibus that's got all 3 of those things in it, plus some extras, so I don't really need those anymore. And then finally, I put another one of mine in here, Vigilante Romance. I'm going to set this one up like this, so it attracts people's attention, because I got to say, I'm a bit biased, but of everything that's in here, I think that's the best cover out of all of them, in my opinion. So there we go. We got one shelf in the little free public library here in a tiny town of Morrison, Tennessee. Hopefully that does someone some good.